Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, August 10th, and my head is spinning a bit. There's a lot going on, and I'm not going to be able to explain all of it to you because, frankly, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around every little connection, discussion that's going on. We need an eviction. We need to get rid of a person. I will say this, kind of just general overall sense of things. The old school, we're going to call it old school, new school. Old school being anybody from earlier than Big Brother 14, for the most part. Ian is, I would consider him, quote, new school as far as, people. So the older folks and the younger folks, aren't gonna do well. We're only going to get one or two that are going to make it, maybe even near the end. They're just going to get picked off. I've come to that conclusion. They aren't playing together as a group. They are willing to sell each other out much more readily than the new kids are. The only two that are even tight in any way, shape, or form to me are Janelle and Kaysar, and that's just because they're from the same seasons and they're just kind of locked in together, and they are also seen as a huge threat, even though they may not be physically. I was thinking about that too. It's like, it's All-Stars. Usually you start out Big Brother with a endurance competition of some kind. They didn't do that. They still did a physical competition. They had to know there was no way in hell anybody over the age of 30 was going to win that competition on Wednesday. It just wasn't going to happen. So they knew that the odds are that a young, newer player was going to win that competition, which sets the table right there to the old versus new. So, the writing's on the wall. I mean, Kevin right now is going around saying he's willing to go after Kaysar and Janelle. Keisha isn't saying that, but I just don't get any sense that anyone wants to work with the older crew. So yeah, they're done, in my opinion. It's just a matter of how long it takes. If one of them wins Head of Household next, we'll see if they try to hold it together for a little while, for a week. But the writing to me is on the wall. The old schoolers are going to be gone. It's just a matter of how quick and how many manage to survive. Enzo's going to last a while because Enzo's in fairly tight with Cody. I mean, he was in the Head of Household room last night, or he was talking with Cody. Not necessarily just in the Head of Household, but he's hanging out with Cody. And, they're as he said on the TV show, we're both from Jersey. We're going to work together. I don't know if Cody feels the same way, but Enzo certainly does, and Enzo seems very comfortable with Cody. And having won the Power Veto, he's showing his loyalty. So I think Enzo will go quite a ways. I think Danielle will go quite a ways. Matter of fact, if I had to pick, those are going to be the two people from pre-Big Brother 14 that are going to last the longest. Memphis too, maybe. But I don't think people feel they can trust Memphis. He's not showing all his cards. Enzo is much more of an open book, even if and just not seen as much of a competitor. I think Memphis is seen as a threat. The women, I'm not sure how that's going. Did pick up a tidbit yesterday that Nicole Franzel thinks that Janelle is the one that started these rumors about her whining to production about wanting to be on the show. So they're aware. Things are coming out now this weekend that we didn't see at first, where they all acted like young and innocent, like I didn't know who was coming in. I'm so surprised. And now they're saying things that's like, no, you guys saw the names. You knew, you had an idea. You saw the names floating out there. Although that final list didn't come out until they were probably finally locked up and they couldn't see anything. Their name, a lot of those names were still on the list. And so Nicole apparently thinks that Janelle is the one that started this rumor that she complained to production. And so that's one of the reasons that Nicole has major issues with Janelle. Speaking of Nicole Anthony, not that I spoke of her, but I said the word Nicole. She's having digestive issues, stomach issues, possibly because of the steel oats, possibly because of nerves. I say steel oats because they are, people have said it several times, they're different this year. They're not the typical slop, which may have been regular oats. They're now steel-cut oats. Oh, I don't know. My wife eats steel-cut oats. I can't tell you. It's the way they're cut, the way you have to cook them longer or do something, da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, whatever. Okay. Just get rid of the damn slop. Nobody cares. Nobody cares except for production. They like to say the word slop. That's why. That's honest to goodness why. It's an easy punishment to put people on. Go back to peanut butter and jelly. Stop with this stupid freaking slop crap. Other things. Enzo and Cody talking early this morning. Cody, I think, had the read on Tyler. He's like, he just says yes to everything. Everything he says yeah. And he makes deals with everyone or something like that. Basically, the read he had on Tyler's like, oh yeah, he sees Tyler. He's not thinking Tyler is giving it. He says Tyler doesn't give you anything. He just says yes to everything you say. So it's kind of how Tyler is. So Tyler's game may be a bit more exposed than definitely than he was used to last year. We'll have to see. What else? What can I think of? The Power Veto ceremony will be today. Enzo's not using it. I've not seen anything change that I thought he might. Do I think Keisha's going home? Do I think Kevin's going home? Kevin is making himself appear willing to go after fellow old-timers. I don't know if Keisha's giving anybody that vibe. Kevin is definitely coming across as a weaker person. I'm not trying to diss Kevin. It's not what it is, but Kevin is coming across as weaker and not as confident. Not that Keisha's coming across as a powerhouse, but I think that Keisha will be seen as more of a threat. The question is, will the women be willing to vote out Keisha over Kevin? They may decide we need to keep the women in the house. And that may be a strong enough factor to get them to vote with Cody as the head of household. They may say, you know what, we got a male head of household. We need to get out a man. Hard telling. So I'm not sure still who's going on Thursday. People are freaking out, counting votes already, trying to figure it all out. It's like, hold on. Let's wait and see where things look like Wednesday. Maybe that'll give us a good idea. But I'm not willing to bet right now at this point either one, which one of these two is going out. I will say I don't think the Power Veto is getting played, but I don't know who's going out. So that's kind of the overall view I've got on things. I'm sorry if I'm missing some major points that someone's like, but you didn't talk about this. I'm just trying to get a general feel right now. Everything's still very fluid. Again, normally we would not have even seen the live feeds yet. But we also have normally at this point they wouldn't be this far into the game with the Power Veto meeting. So there's a couple of different factors going on here. But that's what I got. Hope you guys are all well. I'm going to wrap it up here with a bit of a plug. So just be prepared. Those of you who have listened. We also did a podcast on Saturday. I did a very brief CarCast yesterday on that, so I won't dwell on that much. But our podcast is available anywhere you get podcasts. Although I guess there may be a problem on Spotify. On Spotify, it gets cut off. Scott re-uploaded it. He changed it, but apparently it dies after like 99 minutes. We did 3 hours, so we did almost twice as long as it as what you could hear in Spotify. So if you have Spotify, you may want to go to a different source, unless Scott has gotten it worked out. Those of you who have become patrons in the past couple of days, thank you very much. We've had a few people sign up to be patrons of the Big Brother Gossip Show. Appreciate it. A reminder that I also have a patron that is separate from the Big Brother Gossip Show that I created a couple of years ago for things like this, for my CarCasts. For my CarCasts and for my Periscopes. if you would like to support me in doing this, you can become a patron of just little old me. It's a monthly patron. It is not a per thing patron, which is what our Big Brother Gossip show is. Our Big Brother Gossip show is per episode. We do one a week. You know what it's going to cost you. CarCast, I do at least 5 a week. And I am not doing a per CarCast kind of a thing. That would be ridiculous because we do 3 hours. I do 15 minutes. It just doesn't work out the same. So I do have a patron. I have a Patreon. Gosh, I got to get the new person's name. One of them is Michael, and I know that because it's my name. The other person who signed up, I appreciate it. I got to get your name. I've seen it. I sent you a thank you, but I haven't given you a shout out yet. So I need to do that. But I do have 10 patrons currently. Woohoo! Just for reference, the most I ever had, I think I topped out at 20 when I first started doing it. I did have up to 20, so I don't ever expect this to be some huge number of people. But if anybody would like to support just me, you can go to patreon.com/BBGOSSIP. Okay, BB Gossip. It's my Twitter handle. You can set it to whatever you want, although I think the minimum you can do for anything patron is $1. And I do have people giving me $1 a month. It's not like it's some, I don't, whatever works for you. I'm eternally grateful. I will give you shout outs. And if you go looking on Patreon, there's the two for Big Brother Gossip. There's me, and then there's Big Brother Gossip. That's our podcast. You can tell the difference when you get to the page because the banner, I have CarCast in bright yellow letters strewn across the banner. That's the difference. If you don't see CarCast, then that's the other one. So, just a plug. I haven't looked at my advertising numbers because I do like try to be an open book on as far as what things are going. For me, as far as, can I make money doing this? As far as the CarCast, last year I started, the option on Spreaker to add advertising at the end of the CarCast. You can actually put them in different places, but say, no, at the end. That way, if people don't want to listen, they can just disconnect. So those ads that you hear at the end of these CarCasts, those are stuck in by Spreaker, which is who I use to do my CarCast, and I pay them a monthly fee. I know it's an annual fee. Anyways, they've gone up a little bit. I think I may be making $1 or maybe $1 a day or something now, maybe off of those. It just depends. It's per podcast or per CarCast, so it varies. If things are really happening in the house and people are looking, that number will go up. If it's quiet, not as many people are listening to the CarCast, then that'll go down. And what else? One other thing. Let me think. Live feeds. I don't know. I wouldn't give you a number on that exactly, just because I don't think CBS would want me giving out numbers particularly. But as far as people, I haven't looked to see. It's hard to tell how many people have actually signed up for the live feeds through me. I don't have a sense of that yet. And the fact is, it's you get a free month. So unless you go, the only way as an affiliate I get money from that is if you continue on through the entire free month and then start paying. If you sign up for the free month and cancel, affiliates don't get anything. So it's a very long game on the affiliate thing this year. It's a great selling tool to say you can get a free month, but it's a very long haul until you actually see any kind of a payout. So, and that is the case, though. If you go to BigBrotherGossip.com, click on any of the links, that's the easiest way to get there for live feeds. And if you use the promo code PLAY, you get a free month. Now, if you've signed up before and you don't see the offer for a free month before you check out, you may want to change your email address and redo it again, because I think if you use the same email address, they may not give you that offer. All right, there's your update. There's everything. 15 minutes. I got to go. Work day. Have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.